I'm getting it. I got it now. Get on in here. Get on in here. Yep. My hair was fly away, and I had to put some hairspray on me. Well, I don't have any hairspray, but I have some witch hazel hairspray, and I put some on my hands, and then my hands got sticky, and I had to go wash my hands, which I'm doing a lot of anyway. So, get in here. I know many of you have had trouble finding hand sanitizer. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to open this and use a little bit to get that sticky. I didn't get all the sticky stuff off my hands. But I'm using my hand sanitizer. Not that there's been anybody in our house today or anything, but I do have a granddaughter that's not feeling well. She is probably going to go to the doctor today. She's got chest congestion, running 102 fever, so say prayers for my baby Sarah, and just keep the whole family in your prayers. Ben has doctor's appointment this afternoon to have fluid drained off of his abdomen. And, things are getting better. Patty's taking him to the doctor because I've had my glands swollen for the last 5 days or so, and they're getting better. But hot tea and all kinds of stuff has been working. I took my echinacea yesterday and vitamin C, so things are good. Yesterday, we got the most amazing testimonial, and Justin posted it, about using our pink rags. And, I've been telling you to take your purple rags and do this, but soaking the pink rags and turning them into a little package you take with you in your purse to wipe down things. Yep, to wipe down things. So I made some up, and I used what I had, and I had 99% alcohol. So a lot of nurses have said that you need less alcohol in it, like 70% isopropyl alcohol. I guess the other part is water. So, because the evaporation rate is higher with the 99%. So, I'm just going to add some water to my bag. Like, if I did about 2 ounces of alcohol in my little bag. So, if I add like an ounce of water, that's going to be a 33% solution. So, I might only add about a 3/4 of an ounce of water to that. I did math in my head. Aren't y'all impressed that I can do math in my head? So here we go. But it was a cute little testimonial where she couldn't find hand sanitizer or sanitizing wipes, and she made her own out of pink rags. And I've been telling you to take some alcohol and put on your purple rag and wipe down your light switches and doorknobs and door facings. And, let's just be safe. We don't have a whole lot of people coming in and out of our house. It's me and Robert and Justin, and our neighbor comes over every once in a while, Jimmy. And, so we're good. So here we go. Today's Plan and Play Day. Yep, Plan and Play Day. And with Plan and Play Day, any planning we do today is going to help you next week. Save lots of time. So have you made your grocery list for next week? Yeah, star. Yeah, well, this is a star. I made a shirt similar to this with buttons when I was in high school, and I fell in love with this star on my shirt. But have you done your grocery list for next week? Have you planned your menus for next week? Because doing that is going to help you get groceries in your house. Now, a lot of people live in cities and you have access. We don't have access to this here where I live. We don't have grocery delivery. Robert has gone. Uh, I didn't blow my nose on camera, Peggy. All I did was wipe my nose, and I have a purple rag for that. I didn't blow it. And if I did, it'd be okay. Because when you got to blow your nose, you got to blow your nose. That's just how it is. So don't let your perfectionism get in the way of watching our shows. Yep. So here, a little planning right now with your menu. So what are you cooking on, do you have the groceries in your house for this week? If you don't, let's think about what you're having for dinner the rest of the week, So, tomorrow's Wednesday. Clean out your refrigerator. What are you going to cook out of your what have you got in your refrigerator that needs cooking? What do you got in your refrigerator that needs cooking? And let's plan a menu around it. Let's make a pot of soup. Let's do what we need to do to get that food cooked up so that you have a wonderful meal for your family. And planning these menus, what's pizza night? Are you going to do pizza? I went through our staples to make sure I had self-rising flour and sugar and all the things that I need. So I put some things on the grocery list that Robert's going to bring home. So I'll be able to, if we get stuck at home and I'm cooking, and I've cooked for a whole month at one time. I really have. And I can do it. I don't do it awful. But, I get it done. I didn't blow my nose, y'all. I just wiped my nose because I felt like something was getting ready to drop. Anyway, pizza's easy, but do you have yeast to be able to make pizza dough? So look at your staples and see what you've got. I've got yeast. Is it expired? I can bake pizza. I could do lots of things. Where do I live? I live in North Carolina, in the western part of North Carolina, in the mountains. Chili sounds good. I got hamburger meat. I might make a pot of chili. That would be good. So, folks, plan your menus. Plan some things to make in your crock pot. Making a pot of chili sounds really good right now. I follow Scott Adams. I listen to his podcast every single day, and I have for the last 2.5 years. And he's the one that his example got me doing shows every day, and y'all love him, absolutely love him. So, watching Scott Adams talk about the coronavirus, and he is an introvert. He likes to be home, and he doesn't like to be around a lot of crowds. And he said, this coronavirus really helps those that don't want to be around a lot of crowds. We get to stay home, and we got a reason to stay home. Well, I don't mind going to restaurants, but sometimes you just want to stay home and cook. So I may be cooking tonight. Yep, I may be cooking tonight. Cooking is fun if your kitchen's clean, and my kitchen is clean. So, it's plan and play day. Plan your menus. Everybody post right here, what's for dinner at your house tonight? I think I'm going to make a pot of chili. I got everything I need to make a pot of chili. I got kidney beans. I have got in cans. I've also got dried kidney beans. I could make dried kidney beans. There's Sister Patty. I don't know if she made it to Ben's or not already, but he's got to go get the fluid drained off at 1 o'clock, 1:30 or so. So, Italy is on a total shutdown. Totally shut down. You can't travel in Italy. You're confined. So I don't know that we'll get that bad here. but we're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to do what we need to do. Leanne's reminding me it's hot melt sprint tonight, so I've got to look at something a little different for dinner. So it'll be a vegetable, which I have Brussels sprouts, and I have cabbage. Yeah, if you have cabbage, you have a meal. Yes, you have a meal. So I have some, I made corned beef and cabbage the other night for dinner. So I have leftovers of that, so I can have a piece of corned beef and some cabbage and a little bowl of soup, and I'm good. So think about what's for dinner. Get it on your grocery list. Look at what you have in your pantry. You might not even need to go to the grocery store. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? I have backup milk for cereal. I have almond milk and coconut milk that we could use that Robert could use. I don't eat cereal. That Robert could use in cereal. So there's some. Plan your menus. Planning those menus and getting that food in your home is a wonderful way to eat. It is, because you already have the food in your house. Think about it. Just think about it. Get it done. Just get it done. And then you don't have to worry about you don't have food. And taking inventory of your freezer and your refrigerator, wow, this is a great thing to do. This is a wonderful thing to do for your family, because you cook what's getting ready to go bad in the freezer, get freezer burn. I don't freeze milk, but I know you can if you take some out of the gallon. But I have that little juice boxes of milk that I keep in the refrigerator. It's by Horizon, I think. And it's, yeah. If you got a large family, you need to stock up. You need to stock up and have plenty of things to eat. Leanne knows what's for dinner tomorrow night. Anyway. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Plan and play day. I looked on Amazon I did a search for Purell on Amazon last night. Guess what? There was none. None. I don't know how long it's going to take for the Gojo factory to get the Purell back up again. But I'm sure they are working non-stop to get that done. Leanne says, we're coming to her house tomorrow night. Well, we have sort of a standing invitation for Wednesday night. But we may need to rethink things for a couple of days. I don't know. Can't even find alcohol. I found alcohol underneath my bathroom sink, and Robert has one in his medicine cabinet. So we had 2 things of alcohol. And mine was 99% isopropyl alcohol. So I'm going to add water to my little packages. And it's all about the evaporation rate is what it is. The longer the alcohol stays on the surface, the better it is. So if it evaporates too quick, you don't get the germ killing effect of it. But hot soap and water works too. Hot soap and water. Leanne just wants to laugh tomorrow night. She laughs her butt off every time we play Heads Up. She is the funniest thing. And she is so competitive, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Well, I don't have any aloe vera gel. I don't like stuff like that too much. I don't like gooey stuff. But you know what my favorite thing is? Coconut oil. I keep coconut oil in my vanity, and I use it as moisturizer on top of the moisturizer stuff that I get from my sister Dina. But that's my face moisturizer, and I gave myself a manicure this morning and put coconut oil all over my cuticles and my hands, because you don't want your hands dry. You don't want cracked and dry hands right now. And coconut oil just really keeps your hands soft. Robert put suet in our suet feeders yesterday, and it's just lard. So he just rubbed it all over his hands. He doesn't wash it off. He just rubs it all over his hands, and it just soaks in. So coconut oil, giving yourself a manicure so that you don't have cracks and hangnails. This is all medicinal. So pampering is medicinal, y'all. Take care of yourself. And I love my coconut oil. Coconut oil can be used in place of aloe gel to make hand sanitizer. Well, I've got some liquid coconut oil. I guess that would work. Anyway, this is fun. I mean, when I was little, I read the Little House on the Prairie books. And you got to be self-contained. You have to have everything you need in your home to take care of, like my medical bag, everything you need. And I've always stayed prepared. I have my travel bag. I have everything. I mean, I could probably put stitches in somebody if I didn't faint because of it. But I could do it. If need be, I can sew, and that's all it is a slip stitch, and I could sew. Everybody, just have a good rest of the day. Don't take life too seriously. Say a little prayer for people that need it, and, just be prepared and cook dinner. Cook dinner. I love you all. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. 2/3 rubbing alcohol. Somebody's given the recipe for hand sanitizer. But these little pink rags, they make good y'all bought a lot of them yesterday. So I'm going to add water to the bag that I made for an example. These I haven't poured any in yet. So I'm going to add about 3/4 of an ounce of water to mix with my alcohol. I have about 3 ounces. So I love being prepared. And when you got downtime, when Ma Ingle would have a little downtime and needed a rest, she sat by the fire and she mended socks. Imagine that. A sewing kit, basket right by your fire. And you mend socks. So take care of yourself. Take breaks. Don't get all crazy. Learn to meditate. Practice resting. Yeah, resting's good for you. I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Talk to you later.